Spider-Man No Way Home is one of this year's most hotly anticipated films, with its multiverse-spanning story promising a meta-exploration of the character's cinematic history. It certainly met my expectations and tickled my nostalgia, though lacked some technical finesse at times. But before I get further into this no-spoiler review, please consider subscribing to help support this channel so we can keep making videos like this. No Way Home, which has an awkwardly similar name to its predecessor, catches up with our titular hero as he seeks the help of Doctor Strange to make everyone forget his true identity, which was revealed at the end of the last film. The spell goes wrong and it opens a can of multiverse madness. It is very hard not mentioning spoilers when talking about the most exciting parts of this film, but I will resist because I don't want to spoil the fun that is not knowing who is going to appear and what is going to happen. I admit Marvel have done a good job at teasing some of the twists and reveals without giving away the big stuff. Big is the key word here, as No Way Home is definitely the biggest Holland Spider-Man film thus far, raising the stakes, increasing the action, and interweaving a fantastic number of characters and references into one film. It's not just a great addition to the MCU, but a treat for fans of the character in general, inspiring nostalgic smiles at every turn. The beauty of having a multiverse is that anything goes, and everything can be explained or left unexplained due to the unpredictability of cross-universe travel. This is what makes Doctor Strange such a powerful asset to the MCU, which has become increasingly bigger and wilder with each film. No Way Home is just a taste of what is yet to come. With the expansion of the cinematic universe comes great responsibility at the hands of the writers, but I've noticed that with each new Marvel film, they've become apt at making fun of the world itself, the ridiculousness of the situations, and they draw attention to the tropes of the genre in order to alleviate their presence, such as when Yelena makes fun of Natasha's hero pose in Black Widow. Whereas early Marvel films were a little more serious, save the day and call it a day kind of superhero films, modern ones, including No Way Home, spend more time discussing and showing normal emotions, such as when MJ is terrified as she flies through the skies with Peter. My favorite dialogue was between the characters from different universes, as they compared timelines, experiences, and their potential demise, as is the case with the villains from previous Spider-Man films. I adored small moments like when Peter, MJ, and Ned make fun of Doc Ock's name, because this bridged the gap between not only the different universes, but between audience members, those that had first experienced this villain almost a decade ago, and those who are just meeting him now. The power of nostalgia is certainly one of the reasons that will make people love this film, and if you want to learn more about how it works, then feel free to check out my video on the topic by using the link above or in the description below. But back to the review. As a first look at the multiverse, No Way Home is a truly brilliant adventure. Spider-Man gets himself into this mess for the simple reason that he wants his friends to have a better life. As Doctor Strange points out, it's not like they are bringing back half of the world's population, but even he can't say no to that friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. It's this innocence, kindness, and persistent goodwill that makes Spider-Man one of, if not the most likable and easy to empathize with superhero. A high school kid who just wants to get into college with his best friend and his girlfriend. This goodness has been Peter Parker's vulnerability across every film series, and continues to be simultaneously his greatest weakness and asset in No Way Home. Combining the two characters of Doctor Strange and Spider-Man proves to be a recipe for success in this film. The otherworldly grandeur of Doctor Strange, a protector of time and space, is grounded by the distinctly human troubles of Spider-Man. In turn, Spider-Man is given responsibilities way above his pay grade, and forced to make decisions that can have an irreversible effect on said time and space. So far, Tom Holland's Spidey has been a light-hearted character and comedic tool used in the MCU. Even in his own films, Homecoming and Far From Home, the challenges he faces never extinguish his optimism. In No Way Home, the character finally faces challenges that threaten his very beliefs, things that other Spider-Men have faced quite early in their careers and/or origin stories: loss, trauma, and ultimately adulthood, coming to terms with the fact that good intentions don't always lead to good consequences. So the emotional impact is certainly present, but so is the action. The benefit of having this gap between the older Spider-Man movies and this one is that the CGI has vastly improved, meaning that the more unnatural-looking villains have a chance to blend better with the world. There's plenty of Spidey swinging across buildings and through scaffolding and fighting whilst falling, which I admit felt a lot more natural for Spider-Man than it did with Black Widow's death-defying sequences as she hurtles through the sky and manages to fight people on falling debris. That said, the final epic fight scene in No Way Home was a little difficult to follow. If you have seen the film, you'll know one of the reasons why it is so difficult to follow, but even so, I feel like I needed a few more conveniently placed practical lights, or maybe just a few more pauses to allow the audience to take in the space and where everyone is in it. In terms of length, I've gotten used to the 2.5-hour runtimes that most Marvel films have, many of them feeling like a few scenes could have been cut out to improve the pace. However, I don't feel that this is an issue in No Way Home, with the events moving quite naturally. The only scenes I would say felt a little unnecessary were the Daily Bugle newscasts. As much as I enjoy watching J.K. Simmons, his relentless Spidey hate felt kind of repetitive by the end. Overall, No Way Home moves Spider-Man in a darker direction, where he must make difficult decisions and learn from his mistakes. It perfectly balances simple human challenges with limitless multiverse-toppling opportunities, all whilst inspiring waves of nostalgic goodness throughout. Thank you for watching. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe and hit the bell icon if you want to see more videos, and comment with your thoughts on a topic. What did you think of the post-credits scene? For more film content, feel free to follow us on Twitter, Letterboxd and TikTok. Links in the description. Otherwise, this has been Tea Break Film Reviews. My name's Michelle, and I hope you have a great day.